Oh yeah. See what kind of switch is this? Oh. Ah, yes. Oh, boy. Hello everyone, it's me Vegeta T23 and welcome back to my new What If. Today we're talking about what if Vegeta was born as a Super Saiyan 4. Before I start, I'd like to mention that I created a Discord server for you to join. The link is in the description of this video, so if you'd like to join in and talk to me and the rest of my fans, it's there. I'd also like to mention that I created an Instagram so you can survey my very uninteresting life. I post either Minecraft or Osu stuff. Now back to the video. In the last part, we discussed how Vegeta Hakai'd Zamasu after notifying Beerus and Whis of him being the culprit, and he does it with ease since Zamasu isn't immortal in a way that makes him indestructible. Once that nuisance was out of the way, Vegeta finally had some family time with Bulma, Trunks and Nashalot. Before they can celebrate Trunks becoming the president of Capsule Corp, Daishinkan arrives, notifying Vegeta he needs to see him immediately, and so, with a lot of fear in his eyes, he goes to the Zeno's palace and is greeted by Daishinkan himself and Zeno. Daishinkan explains why he's there, even though he does know and knows what's about to happen, but not to him, but to his wife. Vegeta pleads not to hurt her, but Daishinkan isn't letting it go since he did so much for his universe. So, Vegeta tries to plead him into becoming a god himself in exchange for Bulma's life, and Daishinkan actually agrees. With that, Vegeta undergoes the ritual of the destroyers, and once it's all done, his appearance has changed. It's not the same Vegeta, rather he looks like the Vegeta we all know and love. He saved Bulma, and that's all that mattered to him. With the recap out of the way, let's continue the what if. Vegeta comes back to Earth where Bulma was expecting him and at first gets into a fighting stance, but realizing that might be Vegeta, she drops her guard. Vegeta, completely emotional, breaks down and hugs Bulma, crying and telling her that everything is gonna be fine. Daishinkan then arrives the same way he did the first time and tells Vegeta that since he exchanged the title for his wife's life, he needs to keep a good eye on her. If she disobeys, he has to destroy her or he will be destroyed. Vegeta, still crying like a bitch, accepts these terms and tells Bulma to rid everything she has that is related to time travel. How it's a very high tier felony and that he barely managed to save her life by becoming a destroyer god. Now knowing and seeing what he's actually done, she swallows a bit of fear and lets Vegeta destroy every single trace of time travel equipment she has. Vegeta does so with the presence of Daishinkan, and with Daishinkan happy, lets the two go. With Bulma now alive and well, Vegeta, Bulma, Ashlot and Trunks all end up in a group hug, with Vegeta still crying, however for a good reason. He saved the one he loved. Kakarot also arrives and sees Vegeta in the embarrassing act, but Vegeta couldn't care less. Vegeta explains everything to Kakarot, also spilling the multiple universe stuff to him. Kakarot asks if there's anyone in the universe that is actually strong, and Vegeta says yes. Kakarot takes it quite Saiyanish like, saying that he'd love to fight someone, since he literally has nothing to do, so he asks to do a tournament between all universes. Vegeta can't back down from a challenge, but doesn't know how he'll explain it to the Omni King and Daishinkan. so he thinks of a strategy for the right words to say to them. He knows that Shinkan will bend the rules since he's literally on his watch. So with a script to hold on to, he goes to Zeno's place and asks if he can arrange something for the upcoming future. Daishinkan actually thinks through it and says that they can arrange something for the incoming days, and if it ever happens, he'll notify all the universes of it. In the meantime, Broly has visited Vegeta and Bulma at Capsule Corp, thinking how peaceful it has been. Vegeta and Bulma just look at each other and then tell the tale to Broly, who is dumbfounded and asks how did it come to it, before realizing that it was the time travel that created the trouble. Now knowing how dangerous the upper divine beings can be, he takes extra precaution to follow their orders. Just then, Daishinkan arrives, saying that he has come to discuss the matter Vegeta asked before. Vegeta says to continue, and Daishinkan elaborates, saying that they created an event, just like he hopefully envisioned, called the Tournament of Power. He then goes on to explain the rules. All the universes in the known cosmos will participate in the tournament, and there is a grand prize, the Super Dragon Balls, and they take interest in them. However, Daishinkan isn't done just yet. He goes on to explain how the eliminated universes will get erased from existence by Zeno, confusing everyone and forcing Broly to ask to elaborate, and Daishinkan does, saying that the losing universes will basically get destroyed. Yeah, that made everyone start sweating bullets, knowing they have to fight for something other than fun. Daishinkan says to gather the fighters within 50 hours in Earth time, and once they did, they will be transmitted to the arena. Kakarot, obviously confused and scared of Daishinkan's appearance, asks what's up, and Daishinkan basically recaps what he said just a moment ago. Kakarot sinks in, and Vegeta berates him for bringing up such a stupid idea, and Kakarot didn't mean it to end up like this, but since he brought them into this amount of shit, he has to do his work. But there's only one problem. Vegeta cannot participate because he is a destroyer, which Vegeta calls his total BS, but since he can't do anything and he has his own divine rules to follow, he follows them. With that, Daishinkan concludes the tournament announcement and leaves just like he came. They're now discussing who they should add. Kakarot, Broly, Bulma, Ashalot, and Trunks are already there, so they're adding Gohan and Goten in, totaling in 7. Bulma gets an idea and goes to grab the Dragon Balls, without telling anyone what her wish is gonna be. They also add Bardock to the game, maxing it at 8. And they remember Fasha, and Vegeta also remembers Piccolo out of the blue, thinking he might help them with their cause. Vegeta then tries to find Piccolo's key and realizes that he's on Mars, making it even easier to recruit both Fasha and Piccolo. He instant transmissions to Piccolo, seeing him training under high gravity, and Piccolo senses him, of course. Piccolo asks how did he find him, but Vegeta has questions of his own, asking Piccolo to join him. Piccolo rejects, but Vegeta still elaborates, saying that the universe might be at stake, and starts berating him for not caring for his life. Piccolo gets triggered by that and asks for the prize, since he aims for that the most for some goddamn reason. And Vegeta says that there is something called Super Dragon Balls, and how if they win, they can grant literally anything in the entire cosmos. And Piccolo agrees for this reason only. So with that, he decides to take him to Earth, and he obliges. He brings him to Capsule Corp and goes back to Mars to find Fasha. Now you might be wondering, why her? Well, she's been on the planet for the entire time, getting stronger and stronger, to the point where she's ready for Super Saiyan 3 even. Vegeta visits her in another gravity chamber and says hi, then makes a proposition and also tells her not to tell anyone. Fasha agrees, saying that anything they throw at her, she's ready for it. Back on Earth, Bulma summons Shenron and she wishes for one thing: to become a Saiyan so she can actually become Super Saiyan without any artificial help. Shenron grants that wish and Bulma becomes a Saiyan, getting much younger but keeping her appearance. With that, the team of 10 fighters is assembled, and now they wait and do some last minute training in a time chamber. With that, we're leaving things be for now. Thank you for watching. If you think the keyboard is too shit, then click dislike. But if you liked the video, hit that like button. If you'd like me to cover your idea in the near future, comment down below. And as always, peace out.